Okay, church, so just going to read very brief verse today found in Proverbs 14:34. And as I do, I want you to hear what God has to say in his word to us. And let's just read it. Godliness makes a nation great, but sin is a disgrace to any people. Yeah, godliness makes a nation great, but sin is a disgrace to any people. Not everything in our history is great, I know that. But our nation was founded upon the biblical principles of God. We have always supported God's people, Israel, which we always have to and need to, as God declares very clearly in his word. But church, right now, as I look and I see our nation, we are definitely not a godly nation. And sin is rampant everywhere. It's glorified, it's paraded, it's proclaimed. And God is not okay with that. And he's not going to be okay with it. As I read the scriptures to us yesterday, as we looked at what God says to us about humbling ourselves, confessing sin, turning from it, praying, and then he will move, we were reminded again today that the only way any nation becomes great is when God is the Lord. And sin will be punished. God is not mocked. He's not one that plays games with this stuff. He is God and he's holy. And we as his people need to be seeking his face in prayer and asking God for a move of God and a revival in our nation. Would you join with me in praying and believing and let that revival begin in us? That God might stir our heart and that we as his people might be his people. We might be his church, that we might live and function as his church. This is on us right now. It is. God is calling us and he wants us to do it. You see our little girl's trying to get involved here, so it's her little fly mask that she's wearing. Let's be the church. God bless you. I pray that we would be strong and that God would be reestablished as the God of our nation once again. Let's be his church.